We are so lucky to have the newly appointed first ever WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert with us. Thank you so much for your time, and I want to dive right into it. You've talked about driving economics being your #1 priority. Been on the job just over a whole month now. What does that look like in terms of not only short-term but long-term goals for the league?
Well, for instance, I'm here in Atlanta. I'm on my tour of all 12 markets, so I'm 4 in and 8 to go, and including tonight. So just really observing the whole ecosystem around women's basketball and around the WNBA, and meeting with players, coaches, fans, which is the fun part. Obviously, owners, GMs, etc., and just really seeing what's working, what's not working, so I can prioritize as we come into the playoffs and into the off season. Prioritize, where we need to grow revenue base, where we need to build sales and marketing capability, where we need to work on the fan experience, the player experience. So those are all the things I've been working on over the past month.
I've been calling it the commission tour. So is there anything while you're visiting all these different markets that you're learning about the league that maybe you didn't quite know before you actually got your feet on the ground here?
Well, one, the passion the fan base has for this league is pretty incredible. So, everybody focuses on attendance and viewership and things like that, and the passion the fans have for the sport. And we need to broaden that fan base to a more digital native millennial population. Let's add the next generation of fans, start adding that in today. So that surprised me to the positive. And really just, the quality of the game. I mean, I played, over 30 years ago, and I was kind of a tall point guard. Now I'd be a short point guard, how strong. And the other thing that's positively impressed upon me is how socially conscious and community-minded our players are. They're really, really amazing. We have 144 players and 144 great stories.
I want to go back to your playing career, though. You walk into Lehigh University's gym and have to earn your spot on a Muffet-McGraw basketball team, which is very special in itself, but then you also develop into the team captain. And so when you look at that grind in your life and that time, did you build a foundation that helped you be successful during your business career and now here that'll take you forward with the league?
Yes, well, first I was a walk-on and made the team. Muffet says today she almost cut me, but Coach, thank you for that. But anyway, it turned out to really be formidable years in building a leadership style. And I do think for when we look at young girls and women today, that sports builds such a confidence level and you don't even know you're building leadership, but now I can say that looking 30 plus years back after a long career in business, that the collaboration, the teamwork, the leading as a captain was a really important part for me, because I was actually kind of shy when I went to college, and sports brought me out of my shell, as did I went to Lehigh University, and that was where Muffet got her start. Her first head coaching job was at Lehigh, and then of course she went on to become a Naismith Hall of Fame at Notre Dame. So and certainly lessons that Muffet taught around, you must be your best not just in the big moments but the ordinary moments. So practice hard, because you'll need that when you play. And I turned into be a point guard. I was a shooting guard coming out of high school. I was a point guard at Lehigh, and really just running the offense. And I also played lacrosse in college when you could play two sports. And it was just, those were such formidable years now in building leadership. And I just think for confidence in girls and women and success rates, and the data shows that girls and women in sports are more successful in life.
I wanted to ask you about USA Basketball. In terms of women athletics, just announced about 3 weeks ago, keeping 8 players in an expanded training camp getting ready for Tokyo Olympics. That's big time. And your thoughts, not only for women's basketball in the country, but also for the WNBA moving forward. What does that type of commitment and investment mean?
Yeah, we're so proud to be collaborating with USA Basketball on this, keeping our players in market, paying them, having them. They're going to do exhibitions with some of the big college programs. And think about this. These women who will be all WNBA players. The women's national basketball team will be going for their 7th consecutive gold medal. In the 6th consecutive, their record is 100 wins and 1 loss. This is a dynasty of massive proportions. So we need to start marketing and talking about it from that perspective, because we see the success coming off the U.S. women's national soccer team, and we've got this amazing story with these basketball players. So, again, proud to be collaborating with USA Basketball, and, we wish our team obviously the best of luck, and we'll be taking off a little bit of our season for, the Olympics next year, because we'll have our players over there. But I think it'll be a great lead-in to the beginning of our season. Then we break for the Olympics and coming back strong to finish the season with our players back.
I know you had the chance to talk to the Atlanta Dream Team after their shoot-around this morning. Kind of an adverse season for them, but in all your experience as a former player, an an illustrious business career still moving forward. Can you share a bit of what maybe you told them?
Well, I talked about my vision for the league, my vision for them as players. I drove a very kind of people-first agenda when I was at Deloitte, really driving a player-first agenda, making sure we're doing the best we can at the league level to support them, and also as we think about the pillars I've been talking about, the economics that you mentioned, but also the player experience and the fan experience. And, I think I told them we have a league where we can be innovative, I think, because of the size of our league with 12 teams and 12 markets, 144 players. So, and I said I have an open door policy, love to listen to, their frustrations and also some good stuff too that, they're experiencing and really to help me, again, prioritize how we're going to transform the league going forward.
I really want to thank you for your time. I think I speak for a lot of people when I say we're so happy to have you here and lead us into an even brighter future in the WNBA. But right now, let's get back to that second half. Chicago's in town, and we'll be right back for some second half basketball.